What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Mr. Hurricane, and this is the Vikings franchise on Madden 17. We are rebuilding the Vikings right now, and it's been a pretty tough process. It is week 12 right now, as we are set to take on the San Diego Chargers, and if you've been following the series, you know who they're now led by. That would be none other than Teddy Bridgewater himself, taking over for Phillip Rivers. And now he's about to play against his former team for the first time. Today's objective is to close out the season, finalize our draft board, and prepare for an off-season. We are 3-7, and unless we rattle off 6 straight victories and get a lot of help, I don't see us going anywhere, even with the Packers only at 6-4, leading our division. So, we've lost 2 games in a row. I think it's just time for us to hit the field again. And here we go with the Chargers led by Teddy Bridgewater himself. Oh, play action. Teddy's looking for something big on the first play. And he'll find Tyrell Williams, who came back to lose all that momentum. So we'll see how Teddy plays. He's a very accurate quarterback, as we know, as Gordon works to the outside and puts together a good run. We can get some pressure on Teddy, though. Here's Danielle Hunter, as the pass goes out to Keenan Allen, and that's another first down. All right, let's see what they do on this side. If there's no tight end and the back doesn't come this way, I like to blitz the safety there, but they run it, and it's Gordon for 9 more. Third down and 1. Teddy to Gordon, and he's got it done despite the hit there from Sherrod Perryman. Gotta slow this team down somehow. Gordon here on the outside as Rhodes will come up to make the stop. And on the ground again now, Massey carries. Hey, Perryman makes a nice tackle. Third down now for the Chargers. Anthony Barr in the game as an extra pass rusher. Can't get there though. Bridgewater to Travis Benjamin. Too easy. We gotta pressure Teddy when he gets time. He's a very, very good quarterback. Come on, Sharif. We gave you the big money so you could get some pressure on the quarterbacks. Well, it's a run now. Gordon to the outside. He's inside the 10 and down to the 6. Here's Barr. They'll run it. Massey weaves his way into the end zone for the score. Good run. Good score. And the Chargers have a very dominant opening drive. Hey, at least we've already posted more wins than last season. Although didn't have a lot of, it wasn't very tough to do that when you go 2-14 and now we're 3-13 at worst. So with this in all likelihood being the final episode of the season, before we get to the off season, Biddle gets denied. What do you guys want to see me do as far as the draft goes? What do we have to address first? What needs to be the highest priority? Is it a playmaker on offense? Is it a pass rusher? Cornerback help? Plus, we got to see what we have once free agency is done. And I'm not sure how much money we're going to have to spend because we just don't have a lot of funds. We saved a lot of money this year, but losing is not a good means of making money in Madden. At least we can all enjoy the emergence of Will Tye. That's been like the highlight of my year. Oh, what was that? That was terrible. All right, Finney. Let's get this done. Looking. Oh, it's a fumble. As the pressure gets there. Looks like Bosa is the one who hits Joey Finney. Yep. Not much resistance there from Haney as we give up the rush. Hey, Sherrod Perryman's having himself a nice game. Part of why I want to play a few of these games is because I actually want to see the players play. Verrett picks off Finney and we give it right back. So Perryman's off to a nice start after what's been an up and down season for him. And the Chargers are back on the move now. Teddy getting first downs in the air and on the ground. Chargers have it back in the red zone. And they get inside the 10. And they'll hand it off here. Gordon racing off, tackle for another easy touchdown as the Chargers are up 2 scores and they haven't had much issue doing so. Hey, we blocked the extra point at least. It's only 13-0. Let's see how Finney responds now after his pick. Well, we don't get a first down, so 3 and out is how we answer. Chargers up 13-zip, and I'm not sure if they're done in this first half. Teddy's playing well, Gordon is running easy, and we don't really have an answer for him at the moment. They get down inside the 15, they're not done here, and Teddy gets them closer. Touchdown, Gordon. We're having trouble just converting for a first down. 3rd and 5, yeah, penalties will do the trick just fine. So we get into Charger territory. Can Finney keep it going? Yes, he can. We'll tie. We get to the red zone and inside the 5. So the Vikings can only add 3 points on that possession as we will near the second half. It's 20-3 and a punt. So we'll get some time now. And we're into Viking territory, or into Charger territory, so maybe we can do something. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here. Doxson. Go down. No, Josh. Why did you have to do that right there? What are the chances of that? We just needed 1 second left. I guess that's the kind of season it's been here for our Vikings. Let's go to the second half. I mean, come on. He has that interaction that keeps him off the ground for that long. Bosa sacks Finney. This drive is over. We're in the second half here as the Chargers are kind of cruising away with this game. We just don't have the offense or the defense to be competitive right now. Week 1 definitely fooled us a little bit. We played well. But since then, we've seen who this team really is. Touchdown Travis Benjamin. Teddy is showing his former team up. Slowly but surely, we have the Vikings here making it down the field. Antoine Biddle getting some good consistent gains, and will capitalize off a penalty as the 3rd quarter is winding down already. And we end up stalling, so we make it 27-6. I'm sorry we let you go, Teddy. You can stop. It's over. I promise. We're not going to make a 21-point comeback right now with this team. 27-6. Chargers say it's not enough. What's it going to be? They get a first down with Gordon. They get to the 10. And touchdown. Yeah, this thing is over. Couple good passes here, though. We got Doxson for a first down. Treadwell on the first one. But cannot keep it going. And we miss a 59-yard field goal. Come on. Teddy Bridgewater kneels this one out as the Chargers go on to win 37-6. That is our 8th loss of the season. And we are going to sim the rest of the way and see how the Vikings finish up, where in the draft we're going to be selecting. And then a brief look at our draft board before an off-season next episode. Teddy ends up going 18 for 24, throwing a touchdown plus an interception as Melvin Gordon ran all over our defense, and we lose again. Well, we fell to Detroit, and that achieves another losing season for our Vikings. We lose 31-15. And we lost against the Dallas Cowboys with a new injury on the roster. We're 3-10 and just lost Ben Chavez, who has been one of the most unlucky players in this entire series. So a few more games to go, but at least the funds are climbing. We're at 21.6 million right now, and I want to see the finances and just see how like a home game is going. We just played at home, I believe, and we go up, you know, plus 5.7. I'm not mad at that. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves a victory. How did we do that? We beat the Bears 28-23. And we beat them back in week 1. So the Bears are really bad if they lost to us twice. How did this one play out? We didn't have a huge day on offense, it appears, but we picked off Pantail twice. On the ground, nobody ran very well. And receiving, Coates did well. Patrick Swainson, remember him in that deep ball, that touchdown he had against us. But Ty continues to produce. Doxson, Clemens. We just found a way, I guess. Were there any defensive scores? We had Leak and Perryman each pick off a pass. Okay, Sherrod Perryman, I see you. And no defensive touchdowns. Ooh, that's a nice find in the 4th round. Corey Overstreet. Hit power around Denzel Perryman's level with block shedding. I'm on board. And to close out our season, Week 17 against the Green Bay Packers, the Vikings have... We tied? You kidding me? We tied the Packers? That's phenomenal. 2 interceptions for Simeon. If you went to Brett Hundley, I'm sure you would have won the game, but we tie Green Bay. Clemens goes off. Big day for him. Doxson plays well. Actually looking forward to seeing the numbers at the close of the year. And just the stats for everybody. Wow, Sherrod Perryman. He might be a player we can build around. We'll have to see how much XP he's gained over this season. So, to no surprise, we have finished in last place in our division, only winning 1 game inside of our new stadium, the Vikings, 4-11-1. Now, where does that put us in terms of draft positioning? With a win percentage? Okay, so we're going to pick second. We're going to pick second here right after the New York Jets. We picked first, now we're going to pick second. And we have a ton of picks. We have 3 first-round picks this year. So this is our chance to change the game when it comes to our roster and finally put this team back where they need to be. We have a lot of XP here to spend, and that is awesome news. You can see that's all built up. How much does Perryman have? Oh, he get hurt or something? Because I don't see him on there. Nope, he's right here and good to go, apparently. So, I thought Perryman had an interesting episode. He picked off 3 passes over these games, but his ratings are still really low. I can work on them a little bit. Zone coverage +1. Should probably work on the awareness to boost his overall. And that doesn't raise it. But anyway, we're going to have the number 2 pick, and then picks from New Orleans and Atlanta that aren't supposed to be very early. So we'll have to find a good balance here of how we can get the best value in the first round. But then we have 2 seconds, 4 3s, 3 4s, 5 6, 2 7s. If this can't help fix our team, I'm not sure they can be saved. So let's take a look at our numbers as Joey Finney closes out his rookie year with 23 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. And he has plenty of XP for us to go and boost him to where he should be pretty good for next year. On the ground, Antoine Biddle just barely squeaks out 1,000 yards, and that is really disappointing with our offensive line not creating a lot of good lanes, but we have XP for Biddle and a lot for the offensive line as well. In the receiving game, Josh Doxson and Dustin Clemens put up the most yardage. Wilt Ty in 3rd place, so a down year for Treadwell, who only averaged 8 yards a reception and is about to become a free agent. So we'll see what Treadwell does if we end up keeping him. What about when it comes to sacks? Dan France gave up 11. Yeah, the offensive line wasn't very good. Clay Matthews led us in tackles. Christoph Leak behind him. And Daniil Hunter, only 5 sacks after 3 back in week 1. That was a major disappointment. He was our key free agent keeper from last season. It was Hassan Ridgeway who actually led us with 8.5 sacks, so I'm very happy that we kept him around, and he's got even more XP. Interceptions, Xavier Rhodes racks up 7 in a contract year at age 30. Will we keep him around? I'd say it's doubtful, but we have to figure out our cornerback situation for next year, whether it's veterans or younger players. 3 picks here for Leak, Barr, Perryman. And a few more down the board. And the MVP this year is Dak Prescott, and Skip Bayless says he is the best player in the world. So a great year for the Cowboys and Dak Prescott. I wonder how far they'll go in the postseason. And here are the playoff results. We have Pittsburgh here putting 41 on the rival Ravens. This was a dominant game for them. Le'Veon Bell almost 120. And Martavis Bryant scores. We also have Green Bay putting 49 on the Giants. New England beats Kansas City and Seattle beats New Orleans. Then in the divisional round, the Patriots win again. Seattle is able to defeat Dallas, who goes one and done despite having the MVP of the league. Oh, he got hurt. Wow, unlucky, but they had Zach Cheek still throw 370 on the Seahawk defense. Hey, Procise 2 touchdowns. That's exciting, but not enough to beat Seattle. Pittsburgh puts a bunch of points on the Bills, and Atlanta all over Green Bay 51-10. We got to see how this played out. The 1 and 2 seeds each lose in the divisional round. Wow, Matt Ryan 4 touchdowns. Quite the showing here. And it looks like the Super Bowl will be between the Patriots and the Seahawks. Even in the post-Tom Brady era, you still can't beat New England, apparently. They will square off once again. Why don't we go? I want to see how their conference championship games went. We had New England putting 40 plus on the Steelers as they get 3 touchdowns from Lester Gesser. And then Seattle wins a close one against the Falcons, 17-14. Not a ton of offense in this game. And we've reached the offseason now. Clay Matthews has retired, but I want to see who won the Super Bowl. Just saw that Adrian Peterson retired. And who won the Super Bowl? The Seahawks won it 38-30. They beat the Patriots this time around. All right. So the offseason is up next, and we'll see what we can do. We have a little bit of money to spend now, $27.5 million in funds, and a lot of draft picks on the way. We also have a lot of negotiating to do here with our free agents, and just a preview of the board. There's Rhodes, Treadwell, Zerline, Hegman. A lot of these are just younger players that were backups, so it's not anything too worrisome, I guess. We still have players like Anthony Barr under contract and Sharif Floyd, so I'm not too worried about this. Hopefully we save a little bit to spend in free agency when it's unrestricted, and then we'll go from there next time. So thanks for watching, guys. That was another season of this Vikings franchise. It's been tough these last few years, but hopefully they start to turn around with this offseason. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave your feedback below, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.